So one of the byproducts, so your liver's trying to process the alcohol, it makes a chemical. It turns out cysteine binds to that chemical and neutralizes it.
There's tons of anger and frustration all the time. Your liver's going to be out. Your hormones are going to be out. Your reproductive system's going to be out.
Or if you're estrogen dominant, these things are actually related to the liver. My perception of aging is so distorted compared to other people.
We go through menopause and they go through
Andropause.
Yeah.
But if you're in a place in your life where you are experiencing chronic stress, it's important to...
Welcome back to the Pop Podcast. My name is Claudia and I go by The Light Guide.
And I'm Barbara DiMasi, founder of Barbara's Wellness.
And we're going to continue on our topic here of fight or flight.
Yes.
And the stress response.
Yeah.
But it's been really cool to be on this series. Can you believe it's episode 6?
Oh, how fun. I know.
I was driving here and I was thinking about it and I was looking for the notes and I was like, episode 5? I was like, oh my God, we're doing episode 6.
Did the same thing.
Isn't
I can't believe it.
Yeah. So there's been 3 parts to this segment, these series, and it's fight or flight. And it's to do with, the first one was about the digestive system and how fight or flight affects the digestive system. The second one was about fight or flight and the immune system, which was a wonderful episode. I learned so much. Thank you. And since that episode, I even applied some of the knowledge.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Because one of my colleagues messaged me and asked me about T cells or killer cells. And if you want to know what those are, you can go on to episode number 5.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I know what he's talking about. So it was really great.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's already applicable.
That's awesome. Perfect.
Yeah. But we're going to do the third segment here on fight or flight and the reproductive system. And I got to say, when I first was like, oh, wow, are we really like beating this thing to death? But then when we went into the Patreon episode and we went through all the different things that were happening to you, to me, to our clients, I was like, whoa, there is a lot to fight or flight in the reproductive system.
Oh, there's a lot. I think it's deeper than the other 2 things we talked about, immune and digestion.
I think you're right.
Because it veers off into many different things that women experience. Not that men don't experience, they do.
Yes. And I thought that was fascinating too. All of the different things that men experience when they're in their reproductive system, when they're in fight or flight.
Right.
And you shared a really interesting word for them. Like we go through menopause and they go through
andropause.
Yeah. So I thought that was a really interesting factoid there.
Yeah.
As well.
And I liked how you referenced it to when men go through, what do they call that?
Oh, midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis. That's
right.
It.
So they call, in an unproductive way, they call it midlife crisis for them.
Yeah. But it's really andropause. Their testosterone starts to go down.
Right.
And they must feel it. They're probably having some signs and signals, right?
Right.
With their reproductive organs, we'll say.
Right. Absolutely.
And so they try to compensate.
Vitality and
their vitality. So they try to compensate by getting the mistress in the Corvette, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like
old
the classic.
Adages. The classic, yeah. The old, yeah.
The old-fashioned classic thing. Yeah.
Right. So they call theirs the midlife crisis, and they call ours the change.
The change. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Exactly.
But I found it really interesting because as we dug deeper into it, how some of the changes that we go through can actually be positive.
Yeah, I know. And
I thought that was
unfortunately, women don't see that going into it because they hear so much about other people's experiences and they had all these terrible things and they feel like, oh, it's going to just be a train wreck.
Right.
And perimenopause is rough. It's a rough ride.
Of course.
There's a lot of changes going on hormonally and affects you in so many ways. Sleep, mood.
Right.
It can affect your weight, right? So it can affect so many things.
Memory, your cognition.
Oh, yeah. The brain fog.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we talked about a lot of these things when we started the whole fight or flight, chronic stress
The HPA axis.
Yeah. And we started even talking about this in the first video.
Right.
That response affects all those things.
Yes.
So when you're in the throes of menopause or andropause, if your sleep is disrupted, if, you're having emotional outbursts, check your stress levels, check your chronic stress levels.
Chronic, which is different than acute.
Yeah, different.
Yeah.
Different. Because the physiology, and we talked about this in the last episode, it's made for these acute events.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
We've all had the fender bender, right? You have that fender bender and you're literally like, I've had them and I get out of the car and I'm shaking, right?
Right.
And you're kind of disrupted. Go home that night, you feel distracted. You call your family, oh my God, this happened. And you feel kind of, and then you sleep, you wake up and the next morning, it's like, you start to feel more regulated just automatically.
Absolutely.
So that's the normal stress response.
Right. Right. But then we have the chronic stress response, which is mostly what we're referring to here in these last three segments that we've done is the chronic stress response. Right.
Exactly. Because, those acute stress response episodes, they're not going to hack your systems for the long term.
Right.
So sure. For that night after the fender bender, your reproductive's probably not online and maybe your immune system got a little low, but you're probably not even going to know it.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. You have the resources.
Exactly.
To handle it.
Exactly.
Versus when you have chronic stress, here's where this episode goes into the resources get pulled away from the reproductive system.
Right.
And pulled into the parts of us that we need to be able to fight, flight, or freeze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, when women talk about, perimenopause and menopause and how awful and all the symptoms, what I've seen in my practice is that if there's chronic stress leading up to that era, we'll say, of someone's life, the level of chronic stress kind of meets how volatile those symptoms will be.
Absolutely.
So if you're in your 30s and 40s, get it in check now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel I did when I was around 45 or 46.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at myself and I was like, oh, if I don't get a handle on this now, it's not going to be cute.
It's going to be cute.
It's not going to be good. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
And so what changes did you make?
Oh, major.
Okay.
Major.
Like what?
Cut sugar out.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Or like cut it down majorly. It's such a big deal. We can get away with it in our 30s. We can, up to our 30s. Once you start hitting your 40s, man, it is, and it is going to affect you. And you pointed out why. It had to do with the estrogen. Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about how sugar affects estrogen?
Well, so sugar it's one of the factors that can contribute to estrogen dominance.
Okay.
So if you're, when you're younger and you haven't started perimenopause, it can be because we talked about before how under chronic stress, the pancreas is actually releasing sugar and you're having those sugar crashes because your pancreas has released sugar.
Yeah.
You've had a surge of it. You didn't even eat anything and you've had this surge of sugar.
Right. Which I don't even think people knew that was happening.
I know. Right. I mean, I never knew that was happening when I was younger. I didn't understand that.
Right.
So then all of a sudden you're craving sugar, because your liver released all the sugar.
So you need more.
Yeah. The insulin goes and grabs it, right? Tucks it away.
Right.
And now you have a sugar crash. Right.
And
this
that's
like
in the
hypoglycemia thing.
And that's in the digestive episode. I think that's episode number 4. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. You're good at keeping track of the numbers.
Right now. Wait till we get to episode 167. I don't know.
Exactly. You're like, we don't know what episode it was.
Yeah.
I love it.
So right now, my HPA axis is on point.
We both got good sleep last night.
Yes.
So we're not under that sleep deprivation stress from the last episode. Totally. Oh, man.
I know. So these are some things that can happen perimenopause, menopause, but there's also other things that can happen with the female reproductive system prior to that era.
Right.
Which are things like PCOS and what was the other one?
There's endometriosis. There's quite a few.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. Some people have these really horrific, painful periods, which can sometimes be associated with endometriosis. But women have all sorts of menstrual complaints.
Yeah.
I see it a lot, and people come in and maybe their periods are irregular.
Right.
Right. They could be skipping periods. They could be, they're, super heavy. That's another one. And that's kind of associated with that estrogen dominance thing, those super heavy periods.
Oh, that's so interesting to know and to correlate and to link together.
To estrogen.
There you go.
Yeah.
What could be some progesterone related, or is it more just estrogen that really shows up?
No, progesterone, when it's a complicated cycle.
Yes, it is.
We're going to do a video that gets into each hormone, what they do,
I would love
how
that.
they play off of each other. This way we can give like a more informed thing that's just about the hormones.
Correct. Okay.
In this series, we're kind of doing like the chronic stress, how it hacks the system.
Yes.
And really to concentrate. Because to your point, when other stressors come in, and then we talked about knowing the causes, right?
Absolutely.
Not all stress is emotional stress.
No.
Right? So we could have, I don't know, heavy metals pops into my brain, but viruses. When you get the flu, it's a stressor on the body, right? A lot of sugar.
That's
when your sugar levels are not in balance, that's a stressor on the body, because the body, it has all these mechanisms to keep your blood sugars regulated.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't eat enough, the liver will give you more sugar. If you've eaten too much, it can get rid of the sugar, right? So it has all these self-regulating mechanisms. When you're all over the place and you're eating and you're not eating and you're eating when you don't need to and your sugars are already high and then you eat a candy bar, and that really stresses the system, because now the system has to do extra work to try to regulate, because it's all what you don't like, things we don't think about is that your body's regulating all that already.
Right. Because it's the autonomic nervous system.
It's autonomic. Yeah.
Autonomic.
Your body's doing a lot that you're not conscious
not even
of.
aware of.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Until it doesn't work.
Till it doesn't work.
And then we're very aware.
And then that's where, right away, have a symptom.
Yes.
And the symptom is, okay, now something has stressed the system so that this part of it's not regulating properly anymore, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the holistic approach is to figure out the cause and the system that's out.
Yeah, exactly.
And bring that back into balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. And we can do that with herbs, for example.
Yep. That's
and
one
with
way.
Frequencies, for example. And then we can stack those things together.
Yeah.
And use different things that we can stack to help support.
And to your point, the things you always talk about are the absolute bare basics, the foundation of a house. When you're going to build a house, you have to take care of the foundation.
Absolutely.
And that is eating well, a healthy, balanced diet that is not full of refined carbohydrates. You can eat carbohydrates, but they can't be those super refined carbs. The body's not meant to eat that stuff, right? So you have to eat a good diet, which everybody knows. You have to move your body. You should be lifting heavy things. So if you do yard work, you can lug rocks around, or you can go to the gym.
I love the story you told me about your mom moving the batteries or something. What was she moving? She's
my mom will crack up. She was working for my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And he has a business where he sells truck parts.
That's it. That's what
so
it
these
was.
are big batteries. These are not car batteries. And I called him one day, how you doing? What's going on today? He goes, I'm just watching your mother. She's down on the floor moving batteries from one side of the warehouse to the other. And I go, what do you mean? It's like, I don't know. She thinks she's exercising. She's just taking one battery at a time and carrying it over there. She's reorganized. So we were just having a laugh about it.
I love it.
This is my mother. That has always been her thing.
Yeah, she knows.
Yes.
Instinctively.
Oh, yeah.
That she has to lift heavy shit
in
order to stay strong in her muscles and
yes.
her bones.
100%. She's
Yeah.
always done it.
Yeah.
Even without fully understanding the physiology of like the strong bones. My mother's thing was just like, you have to work your body. She's always been like that.
Good for, and how old is she now?
She is 79.
I know. And still like.
No, she's helping us paint an apartment and she's on a ladder as we speak. And I'm not joking about that.
I love
yeah. So she likes to keep her body moving.
Such an inspiration.
It is. It is. And it's so interesting because we were talking about when we did the Patreon video about perception and perception of menopause and how people get caught up in that, which we'll talk about that, and how my perception of aging is so distorted compared to other people.
I would say different, not distorted. It's so different though. Your view of aging is wonderful. It's wonderful.
My father's sister, we had a gathering a number of years ago and she was almost 90 at the time. And she's just carrying on and bebopping around and telling me about her aerobics. She goes to aerobics 3 times a week. And it was like, you looked at her and she was like a 60-year-old woman. I'm 60. Like, okay, she was totally gray and had a cute little bob. She got a full head of hair and she's carrying on and running around. Yeah. And like, so to me, it's like, well, that's what you look like when you're almost 90. And here's my mother, like climbing ladders, painting an apartment. And she's almost 80. I just don't have that perception.
Right.
So I just feel like that the perception is so important because what you talk about with the Joe Dispenza stuff, I love Bruce Lipton, and how we talk about your thinking, your perceptions, your cells are listening.
Oh, yeah.
And they will act appropriately.
They will.
That's just the way it works.
That's fact. Absolutely.
Fact. Joe Dispenza, some of these other scientists, they're actually doing work in a lab and they are proving that is a fact.
110%.
So this is not woo-woo.
Not at all. Absolutely. And I love that it's no longer woo-woo.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Because we've been preaching this for a long time and nobody listens.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the more we learn, the more we can actually activate that aspect of our brain and our beliefs and help ourselves heal ourselves.
Of course.
Yeah. So
if you're told the body can't heal unless we give it a chemical,
it believes it.
And everybody you knew got that chemical, the high blood pressure pill or this thing or that thing, and then they just deteriorate on the couch and then they went to an old age home. If that's your perception, you will live it because that is preventable.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, absolutely.
And are there rare cases where things happen? Yes. Things can get into the brain like heavy metals and cause problems. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
But for the most part,
that
can be perception.
Absolutely.
I mow my grass. One of my neighbors was like, why don't you have your son do that? Like, I love mowing my grass because I have a story in my head. I knew a woman. She was up to 80. She did everything around the house. She would putter around, do these little projects, mow her lawn. That was her thing. She turned 80 and her children decided that she was too old for all that. And they convinced her to stop doing that. You're getting older. It's dangerous. She was dead in 3 years.
Oh,
no, it's a story I've told myself. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying she deteriorated because she stopped mowing my lawn. But man, that burnt in my brain and I will mow my lawn till the day I die. So you know what I mean? Perception.
It's huge. I'm so glad we went into it on the Patreon. And I'm so glad that we could like share that information there in a deeper way.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah. And that's what I love about the conversations we do have on Patreon, because they're a little bit longer. We have the opportunity to explore and kind of go on these side tangents and these avenues that end up being really supportive to the conversation and the points that we're making.
Because what they say is stories, people remember things better through story.
Yes.
Right. So and we could give you all the data and all the science like everybody else does.
Yeah.
But because we're living this and have been living it for a long time. And to me, the proof is in the pudding, right?
Absolutely.
We kind of don't look our age. So other people have told us.
so I've heard.
So to me, the proof is in the pudding. If you're doing it, you're doing it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. So let's see what else we talked about in the Patreon that we might want to talk on here so people know what they can go and look for.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about stacking stress because we talk about how biohackers stack the biohacks that help them.
Yes.
But unintentionally, we might be stacking stress.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any examples of any clients that you've had that might be going through that or?
Yeah, when I see like doing causes, right?
Yeah.
So causes is always things that are stressing out the body to create a problem, right?
Okay.
That's really what the causes are.
That's what the cool link is that we made on Patreon was that the causes are the stress. The stress and the causes are linked together.
Yeah, because if you think about what we're looking for causes, anything that's derogatory to the body is a stressor to the body.
Yes.
Simple.
Yeah.
So you ate some food and
that
you
you're
got
allergic to?
Yeah, that you're allergic to. Stressor on the body.
Yeah.
You eat a food that is like too much bacteria, you get the stomach bug, stressor on the body. Go to a tropical vacation.
Heat.
Get the heat stroke, stressor on the body.
Yeah.
Right? Get a parasite, stressor on the body.
Yeah.
So when you're doing causes, it's looking for all of the little stressors that contribute and put the puzzle pieces together to create a picture.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy when you know how to approach it and when you can ask the body for its own intelligence.
Oh, yeah,
and that was another thing that we made a point of that was phenomenal, which was the fact that your body knows the pathway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because we talked about this, your subconscious runs your whole system. So that is not a conscious thing. You don't breathe consciously. You don't digest consciously. Almost nothing you run in your body is conscious. So to be able to tap that intelligence that's running the system and say, hey, what do you need help with? How can we support you? It's a hack. It's a major hack.
Yeah.
Major hack.
Yeah. It makes life so much easier. And like I said,
oh yeah,
it's like when you can figure out the domino that's going to give you the best effect, but not stress out the body.
Yeah. Right.
Not overdo it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is what we're trying to balance all out so that the body can have a healthy reproductive system.
Exactly. So to your point when you said like, what are some of the stressors? Like it can be emotional stress. And if you know that you are really in a chronic stress, I want to say like, relationship comes to mind. But if you're in a place in your life where you are experiencing chronic stress, it's important to really figure that out and find a way to balance it. Get creative. Because I know we can tell her, it's all about the story. We can tell ourselves stories like, I need this job. I need this thing. Start asking questions. What is it that you need about it?
Right.
You're in that relationship. What is so important to you to hold on to that relationship?
Right.
Is it how other people look? Is it because you have fear of something else?
Yeah.
How will I do without it? I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah. I've heard all kinds of stories. So there's no, I couldn't even give an example of like a baseline.
There's so many.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard fear of like being poor. Well, I'm taken care of. Oh, what will I do on my own? Loneliness is a big one.
It's a big one.
They stay in relationships. They're not happy because they have a story that, well, now I'm older, I won't find somebody else.
Right.
Which is kind of sad.
And then it's also affects our whole system when we're in that.
Yeah.
I know it affects, like we talked about our digestive system, our immune system.
Yeah.
Or just our plain old happiness.
Just our plain old happiness. We're aging. Be happy.
I know.
Do whatever it takes to make yourself happy.
Right.
Are you kidding? Period.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I'm going to give away a little something that was super cool that we talked about in Patreon. Which I was like blown away.
Yeah.
But you talked about the liver and the immune system.
Reproductive, you mean?
Oh, sorry. Reproductive.
Yeah. No, right.
Okay. Yes. The liver and the reproductive system.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, how are these linked together?
Yeah.
What?
Because we're talking about hormones, right?
Yeah.
So stress. And when you're in chronic stress and it depletes the the reproductive system, blah, blah, blah. And all of that is true. Another component, and this is when we start talking about menopause, or if you're estrogen dominant, these things are actually related to the liver. Because the liver's job is to take hormones and either break them down and make them into a form you can use.
Yeah.
We're all familiar with, thyroid hormone, T3, T4, right? So you give off thyroid hormone, goes to the liver, gets broken down into the usable form. If your liver can't do that, you can be making thyroid hormone, but you can't use it.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea the liver did that. Right. I thought the thyroid did its thing and that was it. I didn't know that then it goes down to the liver. And so if you're in a chronic stress situation where there's tons of anger and frustration all the time. Your liver is going to be out, which means your hormones are going to be out, which means your reproductive system's going to be out. Like,
exactly. Because the liver's job is to also break down. So your body's smart. It makes more hormones than you need, right? So, you eat a bunch of sugar and your body makes insulin to get the sugar out. Okay. It'll make a little extra insulin than you need, right? It does this cool, how smart is the body? It's like, oh, we got this many grams of sugar. We need this much insulin. So cool. But there's always a little extra. So the extra goes to the liver to be broken down and excreted. No big deal. When the liver gets overloaded, the hormones are the last thing the liver will work on. The liver prioritizes. We know this from alcohol, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody drinks too much, the liver literally puts every other job to the side to just deal with the alcohol.
Oh, wow. Whoa. So if you're drinking every night, your liver is disallocating. I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah, sure. Could be English.
From its functions that it needs to handle this. Interesting.
Yeah. You know, and obviously it depends on how much somebody drinks and whatever.
And everybody's different. Some people can.
And fun facts, that chemical so you drink alcohol, it goes to the liver and the liver has to do something with it. So one of the byproducts, so your liver's trying to process the alcohol, it makes a chemical. It turns out cysteine binds to that chemical and neutralizes it.
Yeah. So where can you get cysteine from?
I mean, you can take N-acetylcysteine. Oh, okay. So you're going to be drinking or you've had a few drinks. Take N-acetylcysteine.
Oh, great. That's a good little factoid tip.
And of course, what's high in cysteine? Cheese.
Yum.
So drink wine with cheese. Drink wine, eat cheese. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just like the Italians.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Think about around the world, that is what they do.
Actually, around the world.
Yeah, they'll have a glass of whatever their thing is in their culture, and they're having it with food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of meats, dairy products are high in cysteine, but other things are too.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's another whole side thing. But the point was, if the liver is dealing with alcohol, it will literally stop doing other functions to deal with that. So it's just an example of how the liver prioritizes.
Right.
So because it has this level of hierarchy, we have to deal with this or we have to deal with that. If there's a lot of toxicity going into the liver, and let's face it, we live in a toxic environment.
I know. Yeah.
There's a lot in our food. There's a lot in the air that maybe from an evolutionary standpoint, our bodies aren't really accustomed to.
Correct.
So the liver's dealing with a lot.
So we just need to support it.
You just need to support it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's interesting because when I first came to see you, you said my thyroid and my liver were out. And I started treating the liver and I'm feeling better. And I talked about the KLS as well, which is an herb, which I love.
Yeah.
And that also doesn't mean that I still treat my other, I've been treating it almost every night this week with my frequencies to keep my nervous system, going as well. So it's so beautiful.
Is that the Nucom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, oh my God.
Remind us about the Nucom.
Oh my God. So last
I'm not as
night,
familiar with it.
So I had just spent 3 days working on a TV set, which is a lot of hours out in the elements.
Ooh.
And I knew I had to do this podcast today.
Yeah.
So last night I slept with Nucom on deep sleep. And I woke up today feeling like I kind of opened one eye and I was like, how am I going to do for the podcast today? And I woke up and I was like, whoa, I got the best quality sleep and I feel so good today and so on point and like remembering all the things. I mean, I don't even remember what's on what episode.
Wow, your brain is on today. That is awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I feel like it just brought down all the stress, gave me a really good deep sleep. So New Calm will help with your sleep and or your nervous system and or also amp you up. So it does so many things.
Okay.
And I've been using it since 2019.
Oh yeah, you've been using it for a long time.
Yeah, so it's super effective and super helpful.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get a discount code for anybody who wants to try it. So we actually have our first discount code.
Yay. Okay.
So if you go onto the New Calm, NUCALM.com website and do POP, P-O-P at checkout,
cool.
You'll get a little 15% off, I think.
But we must have a link.
We will.
Okay.
Yeah. So
click the link and just go there and get it and calm yourself down.
Right.
And regulate your hormones.
I know. Absolutely.
I think people are shocked at when they can start to train their body to be calm, that their hormones do regulate.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it. You've done it.
Exactly.
My word, what a difference.
Absolutely.
But when we're in that state, it's almost like we get so conditioned in that state, and our culture, we're honored in that state.
We are.
Aren't we?
Oh.
It's like, I'm going, I don't have to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Eat a protein bar and keep going, right?
Yeah.
So kind of like retelling the story that, that isn't the most honorable thing to destroy your body like that, right?
Right. And you can only do that for so long before your reproductive system gets affected.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, your poor liver. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But that was my favorite. I think that was my favorite pop.
Oh, cool.
Understanding the big part the liver has to do with the reproductive system.
Yeah.
Because I always just clunked it in with the digestive system. So
good point, huh?
Yeah. So that was my favorite pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. This week.
So I guess we should add, if you are having any reproductive issues, make sure that you start with liver support, which is liver herbs.
Yeah.
And please always use the whole herb. I'm an herbalist.
I know.
So I'm going to say, just use the whole herb. Don't get any of these turmeric is a liver herb. I know everybody thinks of it as an anti-inflammatory because we found that out in a lab. But the traditional uses it's for the liver.
Oh, another liver tidbit.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Right? So liver herbs, milk thistle, blessed thistle is specific for helping clearing those excess hormones.
Oh.
Yeah. So blessed thistle for that.
Okay.
So if you feel like you're estrogen dominant, maybe PCOS or, and these are not specific recommendations.
No,
you have to see a
to
professional.
Yes.
Especially if you have something serious.
Absolutely.
Because you should be seeing your doctor. And doctors aren't allowed to talk about herbs. So if you want to use herbs, you have to see your doctor and your herbalist.
Yeah. Well, you are a clinical herbalist. So
I
think below we should also link your information down. So if anybody wants to make an appointment with you, because they are experiencing this, your link is below.
Yeah.
And then the cool part is that once I have a map from you, I work with people individually to help figure out how to apply that map in their life.
Yes.
Yes.
Because then when the causes are diet and how they move and how they should eat and the stressors and the frequencies they need to reduce, that's where you come in.
Right. And the emotional ones too.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Something that I've been finding lately is the more that I know what emotional causes there are.
Oh, yeah.
The treatments are getting better.
Oh, yeah. Because it gets so specific, right?
Oh, my gosh.
You get to know the exact emotion, right?
Absolutely.
And it's like, what's the stressor? Rejection. How old were you then? 5.
Yeah.
And then for sure the person will say, and I'll say, I don't know, rejection from 5. What's that? Oh, my parents got divorced when I was 5. Oh, you're still carrying that.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And something that I've been noticing where it carries a lot is in the fascia.
Oh, because that's where we do store our emotions in the fascia.
Oh my gosh. I almost feel like I have to put that emotional frequency on for everybody.
I know.
But
yeah.
it's so effective. I can literally hear and feel the fascia uncrinkling.
That's so
And
cool.
I can feel the electrical pulse going through the fascia. It's so cool.
That is so cool.
It's fascinating. Yeah.
I mean, we're just learning more and more about fascia.
Yeah. So we should probably do a whole episode on that.
We should do a whole episode on fascia. Oh,
I
yes,
know.
yes. It's so important.
Yeah.
Right? Everything's so
Absolutely.
important. All
I
the
know.
different parts. Right? Hormones, so important.
So important. But the next 3 episodes we're going to be doing are going to be on menopause and perimenopause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to do the deep dive on that because women are really suffering.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they really need some support around
some
that.
guidance, some analogies, and also we have a great expert. One of the 2 people that brought us together, Paula.
Yes.
So we'll have her on we're gonna have our first guest. Yes.
Paula Brown from Kenenki.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's been voluntold.
Exactly.
I'm sure she'll want to be on.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
We did already hint to her about it. She was okay with it.
Okay, good. Yeah. So she has an amazing resource of practitioners and modalities and her own experiences.
Exactly.
With the whole journey.
So the name of her company is Kenenki.
Yeah.
And so what she does is bring practitioners together in a network so that someone can call in to Paula or her partner.
I see.
And they can explain what's going on, like the person who calls in.
Yeah.
Explain their symptoms, what's going on. And then Paula and her partner, Jen, can then figure out who's the best practitioner or set of practitioners that they should be seeing for their issues.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
really
it was
cool.
that tailored.
Oh, it's very tailored.
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what Paula and Jen do.
Okay.
They screen the call and say, oh, you know what? This practitioner, because I'm part of that group myself.
Yeah.
And so all the different practitioners, Paula and Jen get to really know us, not just as professionals, but as personally as well.
Yeah.
And so they really know when the person calls, like what would be potentially the best fit for them.
Oh, so you're not like just looking at a list.
No. You call in and Paula and Jen help you through that.
Oh, that is just a phenomenal resource.
Oh, my word. It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, good to know.
Yeah. So we'll link Kenenki below as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's a great resource for women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our journey for the next few episodes anyway.
Yeah. Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Let's get into some perimenopause, menopause, and then maybe move into the fascia. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see where it leads us.
I know.
We'll see where we go.
We're just riding this wave.
That's right. We're just going with the flow.
Totally. That way it's not stressful.
That's right.
Keep it calm.
That's right. Keep it fun.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
So thank you for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified when we upload our next video. Thanks.